Hello everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In today's MTPredictor video, I'd like to follow up on the longer term position of the US stock market, in particular the ES, with a view to seeing how MTPredictor viewed yesterday's sharp decline in the US stock markets. But as usual, we start with a risk disclaimer. Remind you that all examples in these videos should be considered as hypothetical. No trades are actually taken, they're just shown for illustration and training purposes only. Remind you there's a risk of loss in trading and investing, or put another way, all professional traders know and understand, but more importantly accept that losses can and do unfold. Right, let's have a look at a longer term chart of the ES, and on this chart I'm looking at a day chart, a day only chart, sorry, a day time frame, and you can see here is yesterday's sharp decline. So what was MTPredictor saying before this? Well, as you can see, we had a DP sell back there on, what was the date? A DP sell on the 21st of September. There we go. A DP sell on the 21st September. So that would have had you short before that. We haven't got enough data to give us our MTP trend color, so for this we have to go to the larger time frame chart, and this is exactly the same as we do in all our videos and all our analysis. So for a daily time frame we'd go out to the weekly, and in fact actually this is updating a weekly DP that we were looking at in our MTPredictor training for customers only about a month or so ago, where we went back to the previous high here back in February, right mouse click, do decision point, and there it is on the chart. Now remember, these DPs are on the chart in advance, so literally for the last several months we've actually known that this was a potential resistance area, and look what the ES did over the last couple of weeks. Going into that September high, it went up into that weekly DP resistance where the high was unfolding. So if I now go down to the daily chart, can you see how this DP sell was actually at higher time frame resistance, a weekly resistance, therefore this was a good one to take. So if you were a larger fund perhaps, because obviously this is a very large risk, and looking to go short, this would have actually had you short into the sharp fall yesterday. Maybe you want to try and run that a bit further as the market came down very sharply. That's why we probably wouldn't want to take this sell here early. You can see there's a history triangle here because we hadn't reached the higher time frame resistance. So basically MTPredictor was preparing you in advance for this weekly resistance area. So as such the large trend was down, so a large fall like this was not to be of a huge surprise to MTPredictor customers. Let's have a look at the spiders, SPY, which is the ETF, and a similar kind of situation where we had a VS sell up here. Let's have a look at the longer time frame. Go out to the weekly chart, exactly the same as the ES, where here we had the previous high back there early in the year. Right mouse click, do our decision point. That would have given us our resistance area. Remember, that would have been on the chart in advance. That would have been on the chart before the SPY even got up there. If I now go down to the daily chart, you can see how this VS sell was at the higher time frame weekly resistance, and here you can see because we have more data, our MTP trend was able to calculate, and as such our MTP trend was black. We're in the process of making a reversal. Same comments for these sell setups here. On the way up they probably wouldn't have been good ones to take because we weren't coming in at the higher time frame resistance. So here's a good example of looking at the longer term position on the US stock market and how we were anticipating up in the September the 20th there, 21st, a potential high coming in and a potential reversal in the US stock market, which as you can see had you prepared for the short side of the market coming into yesterday's sharp decline.